Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Junah!
Lady Junah! Faraway sky, blue and clear, echo my wish, so that all may hear. One and all born to this land, as here we stand. Let us greet the rising dawn, hand in hand. Faraway sky, faraway sky so clear. Let my wish echo far beyond the
Even I'm feeling the heat. Well, I suppose it's time to fan the flames. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne! For the first time, the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
Wow! A Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the venues. We kick off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven. There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage. Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Altaberry Heights. And finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's time to meet those risking their lives for the crown. Closest to the throne, I know him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78th Sanctifex, His Eminence, Forden!
Victory to Sanctifex Forden!
I claim no great ambition, nor any heated calls to action. All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threats beyond. This chaos we face is but one of God's many trials. Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master Giddo.
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence. I relinquish the throne to him gladly. But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
So much for this being a fair competition. How many horses do the Sanctists have in this race? Still, it's not over by far. The Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
What cowardice, Crier! Where's Count Louise?
Right, all right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? He's not even entering?
Then what becomes of us? Our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
Don't worry. He's definitely paying attention. He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production. Sit tight. I'm sure he'll make a move soon.
All right, all right. For those Count Luis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant. A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless, the brash young warrior serving Count Luis, Gladel, the Black Hound.
Him? So he was one of Luis's men.
The fallen king embraced sanctism and all its holy tenets, and for what? He was nothing before Lord Luis. Look to the sky all you wish. No god can save you! What our country needs is power!
Well, it's not quite all the contenders, but let's get on with the introductions. The great liberal merchant, it's Roger Ward. By war, by conquest, by right, it's Rudolph Krauss. In it more for the Gauntlet Runners than the throne, it's Lena Caden. Sure to be popular by pledging free drinks for life, it's Loveless O'Shea. Uplifting the beautiful and deposing the hideous, it's Milo Maurizio.
Wow, if we lose this, I think the country has some even bigger problems.
Now, I do believe we have one final candidate. Do we have an Elden boy present? Come on, let's see a face.
What? An elder? Disgraceful. Is this the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
By the way, the ride you applied with still hasn't arrived. And if it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Hey! What's going on?
That nitwit! What is he doing?
So, contestants, are you ready?
What? Last, I say! Wait! How'd you behave?
A land runner?
It's quick! Wait, it's headed right for the... It'll crash! Whoa!
What the heck is that?
Wonderful. So much for a first impression.
What ho? Isn't he a marvel, chums?
You don't! You nearly brought down the cathedral! Have a care. It was bad enough when Luis did it the first time. That feckless, shameless old fool.
Not bad, kid. Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all. Right! I'd call that a full roster. Ladies and gentlemen, race across the land. Go! Prove yourself worthy and earn your crown. For the people, for the throne. Let the games begin!
We must take to the road.
Come on! So fast! Gotta hold on to something or I'll get blown up!
It's incredible!
Hey guys, I'm Ouroboros. Let's play Metaphor ReFantazio. It is June 24th, and I still have no idea why the voices are so quiet in the cutscenes, but I ended up standing out more than I expected. I've gained a lot of interest, but I only consider this a part of my mission to aid the prince.
Just a sec.
Whoa, what's with this thing? Is this our carriage? Shall I just run her along the main road then? The others seem to be doing as much. You're just as crazy as this runner. I'll take the compliment, little lady. Now, let's have some coordinates for the little test run. What's happening right now? We want to go to a place called Martira, Old Castle Town, I think. Should be a ways south. There's Grand Trad. Campfire, campfire, campfire. And our destination, Martira, the Old Castle Town. So, might as well confirm it. Down to Martira, eh? On this craft's leg? I'd say that'd be 4 days, 3 nights about. 4 days and 3 nights? It's a great deal faster than a carriage, and surely the roads will be safer at that kind of speed. Jolly good. Now, cinch those... cinch those britches, chaps. Full steam ahead to Martira, Old Castle Town. Oh... Here we are.
It's amazing. I don't know a thing about Gauntlet Runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a craft. I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
You're telling me, lad? Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been waiting long enough for her time to shine.
So this is what you use to talk with the driver? Convenient, that. Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
Money? Ha! I'm not in this for the money, boy. What I want is a little gusto. What do you think, lad? Isn't this a rush?
It is at that. Like riding the wind.
That's the ticket. It's been so long since I've had a good chinwag.
Brilliant, isn't it?
I don't know if you've noticed, but the little pipes over on the right-hand side are moving when our driver talks. It's a really nice little detail. But yeah, this thing is really amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You've a good head on your shoulders, boy. Yes, I can tell you're a sharp one. Where to, ladies? The world is our shellfish.
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg! Can we get an explanation yet?
That man is Nuris. An Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite everything, he was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. But as you can see, the runners get him a bit excitable. Nuris? Are you there? I'm coming in. Even amidst all this commotion in town, I find you buried in your work.
It's too much to do.
As always. To business then. I must ask a favor. Would you be able to ready a carriage for me?
No new commissions. No time for them. Ask another right.
It is not a new one I require. Before His Highness disappeared, did you not accept a contract to build him a custom carriage? Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie unused. I was hoping I might borrow it a short while.
But, pish and tosh, woman. She is for royal use and naught else.
'Tis an unreasonable request, I know. But I'd not be asking without a grave need. Might I at least see it?
I mean, well,
'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a work you'd have sold off. Where lies it now?
I've deadlines to meet, dash it. Off with you now. Leave me be.
You've been acting stranger than usual. What ails you?
Whoa!
Good God. Is this a god?
Gauntlet Runner? The very craft commissioned for His Highness the Prince? Even knowing His Highness was gone, still you toiled away. Oh, Nuras, you are an inspiration. Such nobility of purpose.
Yes. Right.
However, for a craft meant for the royal family, it is rather excessive, isn't it? Did you really build this vehicle exactly to their orders? You cannot mean...
Well, at first, certainly. I followed the blueprints exactly. But then His Highness died, and... well, I couldn't just let the old girl waste away. A masterpiece like her? Collecting dust in storage? No! Unacceptable! Unthinkable! I'm working toward a dream. And this poor old girl is going to help me see it through. And then, finally...
You imbecile! A lowly, brazen court engineer butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this mania! You embezzled the royal treasury and disrespected his legacy! Treason!
Mercy, please! Look, take my head if you must, milady. But leave the bally runner alone.
Look, this runner... it is fully operational now, is it? Then I suggest you cooperate, for both our sakes. Finish your tinkering by tomorrow and bring it to the Grand Cathedral as soon as you can.
Eh? What's all this now? You play the proud soldier at me and then pluck it for your own schemes?
'Tis no scheme. I would use it for His Highness's sake.
For His Highness, eh? Hold a tick. Haven't you been looking for him? Wandering across God knows where, last I heard. So if you're back now and now you want a Gauntlet Runner for His Highness... Is His Highness still alive? That's it! I've got you, haven't I?
'Twas His Highness who gave you refuge while you were only a heretical scholar condemned by the Sanctists. The time has come to repay his mercy.
Understood.
Is that enough? Can this old duck really handle an undercover operation?
I know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to brag, but this old duck's craft might be the fastest Gauntlet Runner in the kingdom. Why, probably the world.
I think. Maybe.
How encouraging.
All I want is to push this runner as far and as fast as she can go. Show her off to the world. And you? Well, I presume you'd rather work together than have to walk, eh?
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think? I think we can count on him. If you're sure, I suppose. We'll deal with it if we have to.
Either way, he knows the prince is alive, so we can't just leave him to his own devices. We're all in the same boat. Or runner, I guess.
You lot can handle the fighting, and I'll handle all the driving and grease work. Just make sure you've got a proper plan for all this mess now.
This guy's got no filter. But he has a point. We do need to talk strategy.
So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline. The bigger the head, the better. Our destination is Port Brilhaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this Gauntlet Runner should make it a snap.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
A criminal? Did the task not specify a monster's head?
Don't worry, all part of the plan. We don't need to win this thing. We just need to get Luis's attention. Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon. A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows them we're there for justice.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk being disqualified entirely. Then again, 'tis just as likely to win the people's attention and thereby Luis's. I do understand the intent. What do you think of this plan?
I think it's a perfect idea. Makes sense, doesn't it? The bounty's High's mate, an ex-knight. I realize that's a little close to home, Hulkenberg, so if you'd rather hang back...
No. His title is precisely why I cannot let his atrocities stand. And yet, 'tis strange indeed that we are hunting a mere man when the trial demands a monster. Then again, our true aim is beyond the ambitions of any other aspirant. Our fate rests in this plan of yours, Strohl.
Thank you. I'll try to ensure your trust isn't misplaced.
Righto! Then our course is set. Feel free to use anything in the Gauntlet Runner. Even got a bathing room if you could use a wash.
Good to know. We can always look around more thoroughly later.
Yes. You needn't tire yourself out before we arrive.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fighting happens in the old workshop. But I'll take you wherever you're going for your sake and mine. After all, the wilds out there are no berry picnic. Oh no. It's a den of wild beasts and savage scoundrels. And we'll not get past it without days on the road together. So, if you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot. Bound to find me in the cockpit or the engine room.
He's certainly an eccentric, but he doesn't seem like a bad person. We'll get used to him, I suppose.
Alright, welcome to the Gauntlet Runner. It has various areas for different activities, such as the strategy room, the lounge, and the kitchen. You can also visit Academia by finding more and interacting with him. Let's visit the engine room first. Take your time and have a look around on your way there. I've never been in a Gauntlet Runner. Kind of want to see what the engine room's like. I'm gonna talk to people. The runner makes a smooth ride at least. Eccentricities aside, he's certainly earned his title as court engineer. That said, I'm more concerned with its unseen workings. I do hope he hasn't made any dubious additions. A carriage can't begin to compete with a Gauntlet Runner's speed. I suppose they've earned their reputation. I'm in constant fear of losing my lunch is far from ideal, but once I'm used to it, I'm sure the journey will be pleasant. Yes, this is the Gauntlet Runner. I really like the Gauntlet. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna go to the pantry first. This is a great spot because you can visit this very often and it will just give you ingredients, which is great. Just completely for free. There's, toilet if you want to go in there. In here, we've got a variety of, really just this for now. Bookshelf, you can read there. Can I do anything here? Another shelf there. Bed, if you want to sleep for some reason. Oh, this is what I'm looking for. Cooking table is here. Not gonna go there yet. But if I go, oh, and then I guess I should at least address this. This is the round table. It's just the map. When we're given a little bit more freedom and not in the middle of something story related, you can use this to set your destination, but obviously nothing we can do right now because we're already committed to going to Martira. And can I go up here? I can, yes. So this is the deck. It's exactly what it sounds like. We can actually see where we're traveling. And since I can at least maybe talk now, I do like the Gauntlet Runner music. It's called Journey's Legs, I think. You can also see Nerys up here. He is Nerys. There's not really much you can do on the deck, at least while we're traveling. There are things to do once you stop, and that looks, I don't know why that makes me so uncomfortable, but yeah, I really like the Gauntlet Runners. It's basically just like a bipedal boat. It's cool. It's such a wacky idea and I feel like it works really well. But we can go back down, and to go to the engine room, we actually have to go downstairs, which is right here. And there are things in here. You can use the washing machine if you'd like. Moore's right there. There's a mop here if you want to clean. Sorry, it's an upright cleaning tool nearest his desk. This must be where new inventions are born. Oh, that's it. I don't think I've ever checked that. Bag of cotton. It's a beanbag chair from Fantasy World. I don't know the year. They've definitely shown a year. I don't remember what it is, but it's like, I think 700s? That sounds about right. Wonder what makes this thing run. That looks like a heart. First time on a Gauntlet Runner, eh? Whoa, that scared me. Looks like that pipe's in here too. It's called a runner phone. There's one in every room. Now, I believe I heard you speculating on the old girl's inner workings. Gauntlet runners use magla crystals as fuel to run, you see. Used to be you take your life in your hands when you traveled the wilds. Then, thanks to the kingdom's greatest minds, the Gauntlet Runner was born. The runner's actual legs are based on a colossal beast's, made for zero momentum loss, even on the roughest terrain. Among other things, I've modified this craft with a bit more zip and speed. Another step closer to my dream. What dream? Long story, my girl. Best told to captivate an audience with no plans for the next few days and nights. Well, we've got like 4 days, 3 nights? I think that's what he said. Never mind, then maybe some other time. Anyway, still plenty about the old girls, that's a work in progress. But by the time I'm done, she'll have some new tricks. You just watch. It'll be sunset before long, so start thinking about bedding down for the night. Can't run in the dark, and the old girl needs her rest as much as we do. Okay. Gauntlet Runner activities, okay. Utilize its facilities to obtain items, raise abilities, whatever. We can use the kitchen, read books, or use the washing machine. I already have talked about this, but you can also raise your royal virtues while you're here, but yeah, that's a large igniter. A magic igniter, enormous compared to those used by the army. If I recall correctly, it uses magla crystals as fuel. Yeah, you can see them going in on the left side, out on the right side. Definitely looks like a heart, and that's purple. Is this side different? No. Also funny how every time we start a new day, we're greeted with a beating heart, and then we go in the Gauntlet Runner, and we're greeted with a beating heart. So, oh, you moved.
Speaking of,
Nura said he got the kitchen up and running. If you're hungry, would you fancy a meal? I hardly consider myself a chef of any great skill, but Strohl said he wanted to try some of the recipes he learned at the Hush Honeybee. Where is Strohl? Oh no. Oh, buddy. I feel drunk. Don't vomit here. I'll survive. I can handle the swing of the carriage, but this, it's not a beast. Seems I'll need to learn to endure it. Yeah, Strohl doesn't take to the Gauntlet Runner very kindly. So I'm gonna click on the cooking table, stove. Eating prepared meals can grant your party various positive effects. Yes, these can be a wide variety of things, and we will be utilizing this, but we do need ingredients. Buy them, win them, or just find them lying around, like in the pantry. Try to experiment as much as possible. After you've made every dish at least once, you may learn how to create the ultimate culinary masterpiece. But there are a bunch of ingredients here, and there are a bunch of recipes. I am not gonna cook, I'm gonna back out. I just wanted to grab those things. What we're gonna do today, or at least during the afternoon, we're gonna go to the bookshelf, and we've got the New World Travel Diary and Pride and Persuasion. I'm gonna start from the top. This appears to be a fictional chronicle of a boy's journey in a fanciful place called the New World. I haven't started reading it yet. Seems like a book that'll really expand the mind. We will get more imagination, and I will read it. And Gallica reads it with us. To be honest with you, I've realized something. There's so many things in this world which, very simply, I don't understand. There are so many things I've learned since we started traveling together. Okay, for the books, you actually do need the correct responses. If you don't, you will get fewer royal virtues, so I do need to follow a script here. Same here. Right. You relate, huh? There's so much one needs to see firsthand to comprehend. I like how she's sitting and flying at the same time. Hey, Will. I know this time we're traveling for our mission, but if all goes well, I want to go on another journey where I'm free to do what I want. Yeah, that sounds like fun. Yeah, let's. I don't know where we'd go, but I'm looking forward to it already. Of course, if I want to contribute further to whatever you do in the future, I'll have to keep working hard. Well, can you think of anything I can do to help you out? Nah, you're helping me plenty.
What?
Really? Aw, hearing that makes me happy. Especially since I don't have anything more to keep you satisfied. This conversation kinda went off in a unique direction, huh? Let's just keep reading the book for a bit. It describes a new world. If a place other than this really exists, I'd like to visit it someday. I feel like my imagination has expanded after conjuring up various ideas together with Gallica. And we get 4 points. Again, that is answer dependent, so make sure you pick the right answers. And there's still more left, but we'll pick it up next time. Should be evening.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at the desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon, and the curtain of night falls over the land. Protected within the stalwart hull of the Gauntlet Runner, the party gains a short, peaceful respite.
And it is now nighttime. And we have set up a little camp here. If you look at the map, you can actually tell how long it's going to take to get from one place to the next based off the number of camps. It'll also just tell you. Forcing your way through the unmarked terrain is very dangerous, even with a stalwart Gauntlet Runner. Instead, establish camp somewhere safe. You can resume your travels the next morning. While at an encampment, you can use any of these facilities on the Gauntlet Runner like usual, but you can also reminisce about the journey with your allies. Give it a try. 3 days until we reach Martira. First time camping in the Gauntlet Runner. Kinda excited, but it'll be a long night, so why not spend some time relaxing with somebody? Okay. Oh, how was the ride, eh? Smooth as butter, luxurious as a palace, awe-inspiring, tear-jerking? Sure, buddy. Aha! This runner's such a guilty pleasure. Though credit where it's due, my tinkering certainly helped make her what she is. Though, full disclosure, that's all thanks to a little mechanism I whipped together that keeps her legs from sinking into the dunes. Wouldn't have to worry about the terrain if she could just fly, but that's a story for another day. Off you go, better get your 40 winks. Okay. Where is Hulkenberg in all this? I do want to talk to her for a second. Is she down here? Oh, never mind. We're gonna hang out with Strohl tonight, but before we do that, just really quick, you can see there's like a red glow by the campfire.
Yep.
And you can apparently eat these bugs according to Hulkenberg. I should try and catch one. A dream eater moth, yes. So when it's my turn to cook, I should use it as an ingredient. You want to check the fire every night when you're on the Gauntlet Runner just for ingredients that you may be able to find, especially those moths. They're very helpful. Hey, you looking for something to do? Our weapons are as sharp as they're gonna get, and I'm not up to much. Care to keep me company for a while? Yes, we are going to reminisce with Strohl, just like the tutorial told us to do.
Now then.
So, next up is Martira. Feels like just yesterday when I first arrived in the royal capital. So much has happened in such a short span of time. I met you, we went over to the northern fortress, and awakened to mysterious power. I'd once thought magic like this only existed in heroic tales of times long past. Speaking of which, I've been thinking that perhaps this is the same power as the Hero King once used. If that's the case, then why do you think so many of them met miserable ends? Maybe they lost to a greater power? Perhaps. It stands to reason that no matter how powerful you may feel, there exists a power to bring you to your knees. Perhaps it's not a matter of how much power you have, but how you choose to wield it. Moreover, we've got more than one power at our disposal. And on top of that, we've got allies who share these abilities as well. If we continue to master these archetypes, then maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to surpass the great hero kings of old. Though this all does make me wonder, just how many more of these powers are still out there? I felt my imagination grow as Strohl and I discussed the challenges still ahead of us. Yes, these little short dialogues where you reminisce, they are actually referencing events that are currently happening. So that's why I like them so much. They're very dynamic in that sense. Come now, it's too early for bed. Let's talk some more. Ah, good dialogue game. Strohl and I talked for a while.